Cops crack down on crime with DNA spray. Police in the UK are deploying a chemical liquid that clings to clothes and skin in order to crack down on moped-riding bandits. Officers can spray fleeing offenders with a tagging spray which marks them and their vehicles with an invisible dye. The spray contains DNA codes, with each can bearing a unique chemical signature. The odorless liquid can only be seen under UV light. It cannot be scrubbed off and can remain on a person's clothes and skin for months. The spray not only helps identify suspects, but also serves to effectively link them to their specific crime. One 18-year-old perp has already been charged and sentenced thanks to the tagging spray, while at least 2 other teens have been arrested for moped-related crimes. You won't get away with this.
Spray gel could cover ATM thieves with evidence for 5 years. This is what crooks could look like next time they try and decide to swipe money from ATMs in England. The Co-op, a British supermarket, has outfitted ATMs in 2,500 stores with a traceable spray gel to deter would-be criminals. When someone tries to break into an ATM, their clothes and face are sprayed with the gel. Each sprayer has its own forensic identifier, and only a speck of this is needed from the suspect to match it to the ATM. The gel is visible under an ultraviolet black light. Developer company Smart Water say the gel can be traced up to 5 years after being sprayed. The technology reportedly reduced ATM theft by up to 90% in test areas in 2016. How to spot an ATM skimmer. ATM skimming is a common form of fraud that involves a compromised ATM that allows criminals to access bank accounts. According to an April 2016 study, such incidents in the U.S. increased more than 5-fold from 2014 to 2015. ATM skimming usually employs 2 separate components. First, a fake card reader is fitted onto the ATM's card slot. It scans and stores the information on the card's magnetic strip as it slides through. Then, a pinhole camera hidden on or near the ATM records the PIN entered on the keypad. Alternatively, a fake keypad is placed on top of the real one to record the digits entered. To avoid becoming victim to skimming fraud, one must check for any objects mounted on the ATM or near it. Comparing the ATM being used to another nearby can help spot suspicious differences. Examine any mounted parts by pulling them to see whether they are securely attached. Feel the keypad for its sensitivity and check whether it was placed on top of a real one. The research also reports that 60% of incidents took place at non-bank ATMs. You might want to avoid using ATMs in malls, for instance, and stick with those located outside or inside your bank.
Tennessee subway to spray robbers with synthetic DNA. For whatever reason, Subway restaurants seem to be the spot for thieves to make their dough. Security cameras have caught dozens of robberies at Subway restaurants around the country. But mere footage doesn't always lead to an arrest. So one Subway in Tennessee is going to greater lengths to deter would-be robbers and to catch anyone who goes through with the crime. A Knoxville Subway just became the first U.S. business to implement the intruder spray system, a security device that sprays robbers with synthetic DNA that links them to the crime. The odorless and colorless spray is only visible under a UV light. The marks are shower-proof as they get into the intruder's clothing fibers and skin cracks. Even if a criminal is stopped 7 weeks after the crime, an officer can still spot the DNA markings. Every system has a unique DNA code, so the robber can be traced back to a specific location. Businesses in 30 countries around the world have implemented similar systems from SelectaDNA, a cutting-edge forensic distributor. If all goes well, Subway plans to install the device at hundreds of locations to thwart instances like this one.